Where does this path go? Oh, that goes to somebody's house. So I guess we won't be getting in there to see that view of the lake after all. So we'll try to go a little quicker through the sand and dirt road so you guys can see. So yeah, so ooh, bumpy. So I thought, I may have outsmarted myself. I thought I was going to create the perfect bike, and I was going to get this SM, which had the better brakes and all that stuff I talked about before, and then I was just going to put a 50-50 tire on it, and it would be a go anywhere, do anything bike, and it would be still fantastic on the street and really good in the dirt and all that. But it hasn't really worked out that way. I still don't love it in the, like, this is fine on this dirt road, but I'm starting to think I would enjoy the EX a little more with the bigger tires and all that. So I've been talking with Gemini quite a bit, trying to figure out, you know, the best course of action at this point. I'm building a nice house there. But it's crazy. So according to Gemini, if I were able to figure out the 18 and 21 tires, or 19 and 21, you know, like EX style tires on this particular bike with this suspension and everything, I would be fine. According to Gemini, it would be just like the is this dead end here? Whoa. It would be just like the I guess I'll go around, keep going. It would be just like the EX, according to him. You could make some adjustments to the suspension. He's saying like 5 clicks out. According to Gemini, the suspension is all the same. Now, and I did read that somewhere else too, but then I also read where somebody else said that the springs and stuff are different, not just the valving or whatever. The actual springs inside of the forks are different. So no matter what you do, you're not going to get that same the same ride and feel that you would with the EX. But you see this, I mean, this is pretty loose and muddy and stuff, and I got no problems going through here. So, and on Stark's website, the suspension is only a 5mm difference. It's like 320 travel and 325 or something like that, whatever it is. It's like a 5mm or maybe 10 difference in travel. That doesn't seem like a lot when you're looking at that whole fork. So, so if I can get the same type of like stiffness going on, and get the same feel, but I just have 5mm less travel, I think that'd be fine. I wouldn't give a shit, you know, like I'm not doing a lot of jumping anyway. So the only reason for that extra is like you might bottom out, I guess. So yeah, according to Gemini, like last night actually, I was up in the middle of the night freaking talking back and forth with Gemini about this. And he seemed to think if I did get the tires and we're able to make that work, which actually I'm, you know, talked to a few different people now, I think we can make that happen. Then it would handle, when I had those tires on, it would handle just like the EX. Because basically I would have the same tires that the EX has. So we'll see. If anybody knows for sure, maybe you could chime in and let me know. Like I said, a couple of people have said no, it's a totally different spring and all that, so you'll never get it to act like the EX. And then again, you know, do you really even need that? Or do you just need it to handle pretty good on the dirt roads and stuff and the few trails that I'm going to go down, and also still do okay on the street? So that's the thing too, man, like, how's that EX gonna feel? Like once I do that and I've got a 21-inch front tire and stuff and it's skinny and all that, I think they have a 190 or something like that. Might even be a 90. I don't know where the hell we're going. I think we're lost. You know, how's that? Like, that'll be great for the dirt trails and stuff like that, but then how bad is that going to be on the street? Am I going to be like, oh, this is a huge mistake, I'm miserable riding on the street, I don't feel comfortable? You know, like if the if the uneasiness that I feel now on this sugar sand was, that went away, but then I felt that when I was on the street and on the pavement, well, that's no good. I don't, you know, that's not a good trade-off for me. Like I said in one of my other videos, I would much rather feel uneasy out here in the dirt than on the street. Because you crash here, big deal. I'm going 10, 20 miles an hour or whatever, and I'm in dirt and grass. What the hell? Whereas, you know, crash out there going 60 or 70 on the concrete and a truck runs you over. That's a little bit worse. So, I don't think we're gonna, I don't think this comes back around. We're gonna end up probably making a U-turn. That's a nice place too, man. Hey, cows. Hey, a bunny. Not sure if you guys saw that little guy go springing across here. It's Easter this weekend too. Saw the wild bunny on Easter. Oh my gosh, I feel like we're kind of coming to an end here. I don't know why. It'd be nice if this loops around. I thought this went around the lake and we would have like a nice little view of the lake as we were going, but basically you guys are just watching me go down a dirt road. So I moved this 3 clicks. I think I mentioned in another video, I did move it back 3 clicks on all the adjustments except for the rebounds, and it, I think, did soften it up a little bit. It handles the bumps and everything really well. Well, I don't know, I wouldn't say really well, but I guess we'll just keep rolling. Wow, what is that? Oh, that's a water tank thing. Huh, didn't know that was here. So I know you guys, if you watch some of my videos, you're probably thinking, oh, shut up already, just go get the damn EX and do the comparison and make your damn mind up. This is fun. Going 40 miles an hour on a bumpy old dirt road. Some land for sale. If anybody's interested, it says acreage. It's pretty vague. And like I said, I talked to the dealers yesterday, 2 different ones. And what I'm waiting on now at this point is they're right in between 25 and 26 model year. So with the EXs. And I believe the 26s are going to come with the portable charger instead of the stand that nobody likes. And so I thought, well, if I'm going to buy one right in this time frame, if I can wait, you know, a couple weeks and get a 26 versus a 25, when I do change my mind and decide I'm going to keep the SM, then I'll be selling a 26 in 26 or 27 or whatever versus a 25. So I do think it will make a little bit of a difference, and having the portable charger already and not the does anybody know where the hell we are? Like, I'm just cruising along. I'm hoping this loops around. I think we're looping around. It feels like it. My internal compass. So that's what I'm waiting on, but you guys will probably see in the next couple of weeks. Man, that's a nice little barn dominium. That's real similar, really similar to what I built. Had the 3 doors and then the house up front. Mine was much nicer though, but around the same size. I did a 60 by 100. Yeah, I mean, the more I ride this thing, the more comfortable I get on. I think this is the way out. But it's turning like the slow, gradual curves, I guess, in the slippery sand that I'm not confident with yet. I gotta get comfortable with like the looseness and sliding maybe around turns, because somebody was telling me even on a MX bike, on stuff like this, you would kind of slide around that turn. You're not gonna stick to the road like you're on the street. So that's part of my problem, is I'm just a street bike guy. Haven't ridden dirt bikes in forever, and so I've got to get used to that whole dirt bike thing no matter what. But you know what, my stupidity and my ignorance will maybe end up helping somebody else down the road, because you'll watch all these videos, be thinking all the same stuff. Another newbie like me or whatever will be thinking all the same stuff, and they won't have to spend the money and buy the different bikes and all the different tires to figure this shit out. They'll watch my video and be like, oh, okay, this is the conclusion he came to. Local honey. I don't know about that.